Welcome to the inside of my 84-year-old hot rod, where you will find all manner of luxury items, such as my 2-speed wiper, my custom air conditioning unit, and my custom heating controls with variable speed. But what I don't have is a kick-ass sound system. Until now. Hopefully. Hello YouTubes. Now, I could just cut a hole in the dash, install a stereo, run some wires, big speakers in the back, wire it up with a big amp, but that's a lot of work, a lot of money. And the other big reason I don't want to do that is I've no windows in Bugsy. It's not exactly watertight, and without windows, stereo sitting there, it's too much of a temptation. Wouldn't it be great if there was something portable that was much easier to install and pretty much the same sort of sound? I may have the solution. This is a W King D91 portable Bluetooth speaker. Now, according to the box, 60 watts output power. It's waterproof, but I don't think you should throw it in the swimming pool. DSP, whatever that is, 12,000 mega amps battery. Right, Bluetooth speakers aren't new, but affordable quality ones are pretty new. I always wanted a Bluetooth speaker for the hot rod, but I couldn't afford the prices that JBL and the likes were charging, $300 or $400 for something of this size and hopefully quality. So I'll give you a closer look. I've been a good little YouTuber and read the instructions, so I don't need them anymore. And I'll show you what we get with it, which isn't a lot, 2 cables and the unit itself. Very simple design actually, updated from the previous model, the D8, which was a bit more rounded and fancy. It didn't need to look that fancy. Size wise, it is just under 13 inches. Which doesn't sound very big, but hey, size isn't everything. Or at least that's what my wife says. But what I do notice is it's got a decent amount of weight in it. And if you know anything about loudspeakers, you want a bit of weight in the speakers and the magnets in the back. Okay, what else have we got? Nice big buttons, very simple. Really handy if you've got big sausage fingers. No offence to anyone with sausage fingers, I love sausages, who doesn't? So we've got the big power button, we've got a minus for volume down, play button, plus sign for volume up, but these buttons do a couple of different things. And then you've got the equalizer button, which only does 2 things. Press it once for bass boost, press it again for treble and high boost. That's about it, which is fine. I don't need anything fancier than that. And if I'm running this off my iPhone, the iPhone's got its own equalizer anyway, so the more simplistic the better. Let's have a look at the back. On the back side then, we have this, which is your sub flapper. I don't know the term, but sometimes these are made of paper or plastic. This is quite a nice, almost solid section that you can see goes in and out, which is a bit better than just having a paper thing. This over here is your little rubber protector for all your inputs. On the left we have for charging, USB-C I believe that is. You've got a little slot for a memory card. You've got an auxiliary 3.5mm plug thingy that you can plug into your stereo if you don't have Bluetooth. And you've got your USB to your phone to charge your phone, which is pretty awesome. And it's a nice secure rubber flappy thing. Yes, I'm very technical, and that's all there is. That is all your ins and outs. You've got a couple of silicone pads at the bottom, which are supposed to peel off, but because I'm doing this review in my garage, I'm keeping them on so that it doesn't get all dirty. Once I put it out in the car, I'll remove these, although it will be sitting on carpet. That is your reviews. Nice solid handle. The older version, the D8, had a fabric hangy thing, a bit like a purse, which you couldn't remove. You can't remove this either, but I just prefer it being a bit more solid. Right, I suppose we should switch it on, see if it works. Switch it on is fairly straightforward. Press and hold the big red on button for about 3 seconds. It will make a welcoming tone. Oh, lovely. Little blue flashing LED, which means it's looking for something to pair with. So on the iPhone, for example, go into our settings, Bluetooth, and we're going to be looking for W King. There it is, W King D91. Click on that. Presumably we'll get a confirmation tone when it connects. There we go, and we are good to go. Now, I can't use Spotify obviously because YouTube would come down on me like a ton of bricks. So let's go into YouTube, find one of my videos with my audio, and we'll see if it works. Let's go for this one because I know it's just music. There's no copyright stuff.
This election is our
Adverts.
chance to finally fix what matters most.
Okay. Now we are at 50% volume. I'll turn it up full, why not? Let's see what happens when we press the equalizer button on full power, okay? Okay, well, it seems to work. However, I got this for the car, so I'm going to stick it in the car and see how it works. Speaker is in the back seat, well, you know, the back parcel shelf of Bugsy, and I'm going to control it with my iPhone from way over here. I need to use some of my Scott Rod's footage because, you know, audio is copyrighted on Spotify. Right, let's go. Let's get a bit closer. We are about 25 feet away. I can already hear the bass is pretty great. That is pretty loud for such a small box. Obviously we're not going to get stereo sound, I don't think. It's kind of small to get good stereo sound, but you never know. Also helps that it's in a big hollow box. Now I did notice that it's actually much louder with Spotify than it is just with YouTube. That's just streaming a YouTube video straight off the net, so sound quality is pretty good considering it's passing through several layers of distortion. Happy with that so far, but we won't know until we go out for a drive and if it can drown out my extremely loud engine. Okay, once I start this engine and then put the stereo on, well, music on, probably won't hear me, so you're going to have to rely on facial expressions and hand gestures. And then I'll give you a summary when we get home. Right, here we go. Here we go. Let's get on the road first. good YouTube. I'll see you at the house for a summary. So there you go. Bear in mind, that was running off of a streaming YouTube video. If you're using Spotify or any music that you've actually got on your phone, then it's going to be a better quality and much louder. So I'm looking forward to trying it out with the Spotify music. You know, the stuff that I like. But for the price, this was about 114 delivered in Canada. It's going to be much cheaper in the USA. And I really like it. So I am going to put in some Amazon links in the description for the USA, Canada and the UK, because I think it ships to all those places. And I think you'll like it as much as I do. This is not sponsored. I bought this off my own back, so it's an honest review. I mean, all my reviews are honest. Honest. Take care. I've got some cruising to do with some Groovy Tunes. Bye. This is the W King D91. This is the W King D91, and according to the box, 60 watts output, 60 watts output.